Yuzu and Parsec is a combination. Well, Yuzu is something that's super new from what I know, Red Savage. Essentially, it's like an online thing you install on your computer that when you combine it with Parsec is potentially the future of online play. No, Mishkin, it's a new online thing that a lot of people on Smash Twitter are talking about because maybe with further optimization, it could be to the Ultimate community what Slippy is to the Melee community, which is incredible. Just think about that for a second. Actual good online play in my Smash Ultimate? Yes, please. Which, if we get, like, actual good online, I'll come back. You know how I'm basically... Like, assuming things don't change, I'm basically done with taking Wi-Fi seriously in any capacity whatsoever. If they do that, I'll enter Wi-Fi tournaments again. And I'll do first to tens online again. But that assumes two things. One, that I install it and I like it, and well, I guess it's really just one thing, because if I install it and it lives up to my standards to where it's close enough to offline play, then I'll do it. But if in my eyes it isn't close enough to offline play, then eh. Let me give you a basic rundown of how, from my very basic understanding, how it works. If any of you know better, please correct me. So I think Yuzu is basically an emulator, which means that one of the people involved will probably need that one of the people involved is going to need like a decent computer. You know, and that person will be the host. And if one person has Yuzu, then the other can just play with them through Parsec, which is something that even people with absolutely garbage computers can make work pretty effectively. It requires one person to have good internet, and the other just needs to be able to do Parsec. No, I haven't tried Yuzu. I've just heard of it, and I am extremely curious. It's one of those things that sounds like it could be an absolute difference maker. Which I've been all aboard the to hell with Wi-Fi train for a while now. But I'll come back if it lives up to what people are saying. I have no idea, Maximus. I am not the person to ask. I am no Yuzu expert. I am just a very curious man, from what I've heard. Thoughts on MK Leo? He's so sick. He's easily one of my favorite players to watch. His Joker especially. Unrelated to any of this other stuff, but did you guys see that MK Leo had a Joker cosplay? And it wasn't like a Persona 5 Joker, it was like Joaquin Phoenix Joker. It was pretty good, not gonna lie. So, from your experience, how much faster does playing with Yuzu Parsec feel to you? Like, obviously, there's 5 native frames of input delay no matter what, even with a perfect connection on regular Wi-Fi. Like, does it feel like there's only 1 or 2 instead of 5? Or something like that? For the host, it's offline. For the client joining the host, if you're at least somewhat close, it's around 1 or 2 frames? That... well then. So, what you're telling me is I can play... that this is like a less versatile Slippy for Ultimate. And by less versatile, I mean it's like less easy to set up and also probably harder to like run tournaments with it. It's hard to set up? Well, one of the guys who, one guy that knows a lot about it, I'm literally going to pay him to help me set it up. And I might do it tonight, or I might do it another time. I'm undecided. I might just want to chill and play guitar tonight instead. So that's cool, I guess. First JV4 of the day, not bad. Daniele is great. So the simplest way of describing fundamentals is... Obviously, you can't just put a roof and some furniture in the middle of nowhere. You need a good foundation that will hold up everything else for a house, right? So fundamentals are just the basic skill sets that form the backbone of all the more advanced skill sets that will ever exist, basically. The foundation of the house, so to speak. So like fundamentals would be things like how well you can space your moves so that you'll be able to position yourself safely while hitting your opponent. Things like basic conditioning and adaptation. Being able to look at what your opponent is doing, learn from it, and then modify your own play to be better against it. Understanding your character and your moves to where you can use them efficiently. Like stuff like that. By the way, thank you, Esam, for rating the stream with a party of 231. Seriously, thank you so much for the support. I really appreciate it. I did some reading about the whole Yuzu Parsec thing, and I saw that you were interested in it as well. Assuming it lives up to the hype, I'm down to get some games in. I'm extremely picky though. Like, if it's not really close to offline, I'm gonna go back to my not entering anything Wi-Fi ever cave. In all fairness, Red Savage, I'm working on destroying everyone. Oh god, buffer. I'm trying to find 0 to death combos on literally every single character. I'd like to welcome all of you that are new. Right now, we're focusing on talking about Yuzu Parsec. According to Riddles, if you live relatively close to someone and you have everything set up properly, you could effectively play with either 1 or 2 frames of input delay, and that's it. Only 1 or 2 extra. God, IDJ is so good. I Raptor boosted him at like 23. And he was put in a position to where he either dies or has literally no options and dies anyway. Yeah, there's still a lot of that the populace as a whole doesn't know about Yuzu Parsec, myself included. I'm trying to change that bit by bit. Alright, you guys have a good one. That's going to be it for me today. I'm going to try and get Yuzu and Parsec set up. Should be fun. Have a good one, guys. Take care.